Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today I'm here with a mini tutorial. Can you guess on what the products would be? Yes, it's the eyes, the lips, and I actually threw in the eyebrows this time. So if you want to see how I created this look, which I've gone a little deeper, I'm usually into my neutrals and my everyday kind of no makeup looks, but you know what? I thought let's go full on today. So here I am doing up this look. If you want to see it, then keep on watching. As you can see, my base products are already on. I want to focus more on the eyes and the lips today for this little mini tutorial, but I will leave all the products I have on my face currently in the description box below. I'm going to try to be so much better about adding some more detailed information down there and maybe even report back weeks later if a product failed and put those little tidbits or tips on how to use a product that maybe later I figured out. But anyways, you get the gist of it. I'm going to try to be better about putting more information down below. First thing I want to do is whip through these brows a little bit before we move on to the eyes. Sometimes I feel like if I do my brows first, my eye look can change. And if I do the brows second, sometimes I want to go back and alter the eye look. So I like to do the brows first, and I'm going to whip through this pretty quickly. I do want to have an updated brow tutorial soon, so that's why I'm just not focusing on the brows so much, but I'm grabbing the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I'm just going to spoolie through, and I'm just going to fill in larger gaps with the shade Ash Brown. It is my perfect color match, and really the most bald spots I have is the center to the tail. I don't mind so much the front part of my brow, and forgive the brows themselves. They need to be trimmed, plucked, waxed, oh gosh, shaped out. I've kind of neglected these poor little babies lately. Now, the brows are by no means perfect and filled in, but I am going to go in now with the Ulta Beauty Brow Tint in medium, and I like to use this to add more color. And then any areas that I feel like I need to go back, I'll use the pencil and kind of fill back in. Okay, so the brows are done. Now let's move on to the eyes, and I have two little palettes here in front of me. One is from IT Cosmetics. It's the Naturally Pretty Celebration palette. I've been pulling out some oldies that I haven't used in a long time, and this one is so old. I don't even know if you can get it anymore. I think it was just like a limited edition situation, but it's an all matte palette, and I'm sure you have 1,000 different things like this in your collection. So I'm putting that here in front of me because I need some matte colors, because I pulled out this little Wet n Wild one that I haven't used. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember if I think I've used this like twice or something like that, but here it is. This is Plaid to the Bone, and it's got some dark shades in there, but I love this like rose gold champagne shade. So I think I might go a little deeper in an eye look. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't really figured out completely what I want to do, but first thing, I need to add some crease color, a transition shade to help blend things along the way. So I like to go in with these two right here. I'm going to start off with Champagne, which is more my skin tone, maybe a slight darker shade, and I'm just going back and forth from the inner corner to the outer corner, the whole entire crease. I wouldn't normally take something so far in, but where this is basically my skin tone, maybe just a shade darker, it's okay. So now let's go in with the next deeper shade, Cozy, and I'm going to do the same exact thing. As you can see, I haven't even lifted my brush up. I haven't picked it up and then gone back in, picked it up and gone back in. I've just stuck it in the crease, and I'm going back and forth, allowing the brush to sink into the eye socket and take its natural shape. Now, to me, when I look straight ahead in a mirror, it is a huge difference from one side to the other. This side just looks more defined, and it doesn't look like I have a slightly hooded lid because I put that color right there. All right, let's go ahead and do the other eye, and then we'll keep moving. Alrighty, our transition is all done. I do want to go in with a deeper shade to start shading out a little bit of the crease more. I am going to change my brush though and get a smaller one. The one I was using was the Morphe M441. It's just a lot larger for my eye shape, and I want to go with something smaller. So you can use either the Sigma E25 one, or Morphe has a similar one, which is the M433. They're very similar. The difference is you just want to go in with a smaller blending brush. So I'm going in with Toasty, which is more of a taupe shade. Tap off the excess, and I'm going to warm up, or deepen up rather, because this is not really a warm shade, this outer corner. I'm not going higher than the crease with this color. So now I want to grab the, let's go in, oh, I don't know. I am going to use a MAC flat brush here. I don't even know the name of this anymore. I don't even know, it's so old. But I have the eyelid shade here, and it's definitely a like sheeny kind of shade. So I'm gonna go and pack my brush on. I am going to get a little setting spray. This is the Project Beauty one that I got in my BoxyCharm. I am gonna spritz the brush with that, and then I'm going to pack that. I don't even think I got my brush wet. This is weird. There we go. Okay. I don't know how I just like sprayed the air and not the brush. So let's go ahead and pack this on. Ooh. Now I know we just covered up everything we did, and that's fine. So I've just put that all over the lid. We're gonna blend things out, but we still have a wet lid right now, so you don't wanna go in and start putting powder. But what I do wanna have, while it's still wet, is this shade that's like a rose gold champagne. It's kind of actually even got some taupey in there. And while that's still damp, I'm taking that in the center. I'm kind of just putting it all over with whatever's left on my finger. I'm using that deep color as a base. Now what I want to do is, while we're dry here, go back in with that Sigma brush, go along the edges. When I've already gone ahead and blended everything that I can with the shadow that's currently on the lid, I will go back into this champagne or cozy shade. I think I'll go in with the cozy shade that I used for a transition, and I'll use that color to blend further. I'm going to go back in with that big brush we used to start off with and kind of go in more of a wider span, and just make sure there's no harsh edges. A little bit of this navy color that is supposed to be for your crease, but you don't have to use what they tell you to use. I'm going to go in with more of a detailed brush. This is the MUA Crease 315 brush, and I'm going to go in with the navy, and I'm going to just take that on the outer corner. Okay, now I'm going to go in. We're just doing lots of color. I don't know, I'm having fun today. I'm going to go in with an angled brush, and I'm going in with this Sugar Plum purple shade. Tap off the excess, and I'm going to stamp that close to the lash line. It's not super pigmented, but it's enough where I want to have like a little shadow there. There, and I think we are going to slap on some mascara. And I'll do the other eye. I just want to show you one eye at a time. I do have some fallout. I'm going to go ahead and get a fluffy brush and dip in to my RCMA No Color Powder I have in here on my cap. Flake off the excess, or flake off the excess, shake off the excess, and dust away the eyeshadow. I feel like if I have a little bit of powder or a little product here, it allows the eyeshadow to kind of flick away. If I just went in with a brush, sometimes it will drag on the skin. So let me go ahead and grab some mascara. I'm using the Bobbi Brown Eye Opening Mascara. I got this in the Sephora Play. I have an itch in my eye. Sephora Play subscription, and I don't know how I feel about it. Part of me didn't like it, but I want to give it a try more times than just once because it's Bobbi Brown and I want to use it, you know? So let's go ahead and load up these lashes. I'm going to concentrate a lot of this mascara on the outer corner. That way it gives more of like a cat eye effect without actually going in with wing liner. So I'm taking the brush at the base of the lash and I'm flicking outward, forcing the lashes to go off to the side as opposed to be pulling straight up. I'm going to put a little bit on the bottom. Alrighty, that is good for now. I probably will go in with an additional coat, but I want to start working on this other eye and then we'll be back. So I'm just going in with a little more mascara because this side is nice and dry. Give this look a little pop. I'm grabbing the NYX Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, and definitely Turn On waterproof eyeliner. I think going forward, I'm just going to call it their waterproof eyeliners because it's just ridiculous. This is in Golden Bronze, and I'm going to put this in the bottom waterline. It's a nice warm shade, and I think it gives a nice offset color difference to this look. Yeah, I love that. I think it looks nice. All right, now I want to go in and I want to brighten the inner corner. So this IT Cosmetics palette, although it's completely matte, does have this Transforming Ombre Radiance ribbon included in here. So I'm going to go with the lightest, more champagne shimmery shade. Take a Morphe E18. Just kind of wiggle that in there, tap off the excess, and just place that in the inner corner and do some circular motions just to brighten it up a little bit. Now let's actually, I want to add a little more color to my cheeks just because I went with a darker eye and I don't want my face to be so washed out. So let me grab a blush that I wasn't expecting to use. Okay, for the lips, I'm going to grab the ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Magic Wand. This has a little bit more of a brown vibe. I'm going to top it off with some gloss. I just want to set it a little bit. I like to pat lip products in with my finger. Take off the excess. Okay, so I'm going to top it off with ColourPop Fairy Floss. I almost said Fairy Gloss, but that's kind of what it's trying to be, but that's it for me today. I hope you liked this look. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up if you do. I greatly appreciate it. And if you are new today and you have not subscribed, you know where that button lives. And don't forget to hit that little bell. That will notify you when I upload my next video. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.